All right, here we go. Number 2. All right, they give us 6, guys. Which side, Weston, which side is the 6 on? The 30, the 60, or the 90? I'm on number, hey, I messed up. I was doing number 4. My bad. Let's go to, that's not a good way to start my video. Let's go to number 2. All right, Weston, I'll start over. Number 2, they give us 8 right here. Which side's that on, Weston?
90.
Yeah, that's on the hypotenuse. That one's pretty easy. It's not the easiest one. But if they give you 8 over here, how do I go backwards to the 30? Divide by 2. Good. 4 goes there. All right? And I wrote it on the wrong side, guys. My bad. I'm used to it.
Yeah.
I'm used to it being the other way.
Yeah.
All right, so 8. All right, so look, here's the deal. Michaela? Normally what we do to go from the 30 to the 90 is times it by 2 or double. So if they give you the 90 and you want to go backwards to the 30, you divide by 2. That's what we did. We divided by 2. So now we're going to start at the 30. You always want to use your 30-degree side, Michaela, if you can. Always. Look at your 30. It's just x. If you want to go to the 60, what have they done to it? Just times by root 3, so that'd be 4 root 3. All right, now I got it.
So there's always going to be a root 3
No, ma'am, not always. I'll show you an example. All right, let's go to 3. It's mixing me up because their triangle's drawn differently from the way I've been drawing it, but it's okay. All right, they got 30 here. All right, this one is the easiest type. Why? Because they have given us a 30-degree side. So, what's the hypotenuse going to be?
18.
Double it, you get 18. What's the 60-degree side going to be?
9.
Yeah, 9 root 3. That is the easiest one when they give you the 30. All right, that was number 3. Y'all try number 4 now. I'm going to give you a little more time. Maybe y'all can do it by yourself. All right, so I'm going to give y'all the formula. You have to be able to use what I give you and fill in the sides. All right, Jacob, which side is the 6 on? The 30, the 60, or the 90? The 60. Guys, I think this is the hardest one.
So the hypotenuse is 12.
No. Watch, Michaela. You only double it if they give you the 30 degree. To go from the 30 degree to the hypotenuse is when you times by 2. They're giving us the 60 degree side. Now look, I have 30 here and 60 here on the worksheet, but on the example I gave you, the formula, 30 is there and 60 there. They turned it around. So what you have to do is recognize, okay, I got the 60 degree side. Come over here, look at your 60 degree side. They have multiplied it by root 3. So if I'm going to go backwards to the 30, I have to divide by root 3. So y'all have to type in 6 divided by root 3. Now, who remembers the shortcut from last week? So we don't have to type it in.
6 divided by 3.
6 divided by 3 is 2 and put a root 3 behind it. Good. Now where does that go? On the 30 degree side. So find your 30 right here. I think that's the hardest one.
You said the grades on this is usually good.
All right. This is one of our best tests of the year, if not the best. Now, to go from the 30 degree side, Michaela, to the hypotenuse is always the easiest one, right?
Times it by
Because you just times by 2. Now, which one do I times by 2?
the 2.
Yeah, so it's 4 root 3. All right, y'all seem to understand it better. Do number 5. Now, what I should have done was write the example that they have on your page. I should have wrote that example up here. That would have solved a lot of issues, but I didn't think ahead. All right, which side's 18 on, Michaela?
60.
Good. So the formula says if you want to go from the 60 to the 30,
Times by
Coach Aaron,
divide by root 3. Yes, ma'am.
you have 2 boxes up here.
Hey, great. I'll be uploaded again. Thank you.
Okay, make sure I get the packing slips out of them, please.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, so we have to divide by root 3. So what's the shortcut? 18 divided by root 3 is 6, and put a root 3 with it. So that goes on the 30. 6 root 3. Everybody good? Remember, Michaela, if you go backwards, if you go from the 60 to the 30, you're going backwards. So you have to divide by root 3 instead of times by root 3. All right, last step. We got to go to the hypotenuse, which is always the easiest one. I just times by 2. Take the 6 times by 2. I get 12 root 3. All right, and then they give us a word problem, which I'm assuming is going to be easy. All right, let's just read it and try it. Number 6 says, one side of an equilateral triangle. All right. What does an equilateral triangle look like, guys?
All the same.
All the sides are equal. That's why it's called equilateral. And what they would do, they would put a line there, there, and there to show you that it's equilateral.
Or wouldn't they also show that all the degrees were 60?
But yes. 60 degrees, 60 degrees, 60 degrees. Why don't we write that in there? That lets you know, hey, if all the angles are equal, then all the sides got to be equal too. Good, Weston. All right, so what do they want us to do now? Let's read it. It says, find the measure of an altitude. Altitude, I think we did this last week, is the line coming straight from the top down. So look, if that's 60, you know this is 90, and if you have 60 up, they're both 30, right? So now you know which one's your 30, which one's your 60, and which one's your 90. And find one side of an equilateral triangle. Okay, they didn't give us a number.
They didn't give us a question either.
I'm going to give y'all a number. I'm going to say the altitude is, what y'all say, 8? No, let's say 9. The altitude is 9. That's on the 60-degree side. All right? So you got to find the hypotenuse and the 30-degree side. Do it. Which side have they given us on number, I'm saying number 5. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's number 2. Which side are they giving us on number 2? They are giving us the hypotenuse, the 90 degrees. So look at your formula. Normally what we do, if I go from a leg to the hypotenuse, I times it by root 2. All right, well, I got to go backwards. So I divide by root 2. And you can do this in your calculator. 24 divided by root 2. Somebody explain the shortcut. Divide by 2, you get 12 and put a root 2 with it. So this side's 12 root 2. This side's 12 root 2. Now let's give y'all a minute to try 3 and 4 now. All right, let's check 3. All right, guys, number 3 is really just like the one we just did on number 2. So Jacob, when they give us the hypotenuse, and I got to go backwards, how do I do that again? So that should be 8 root 2 and 8 root 2. Everybody good? All right, let's check 4. We'll just quickly go through these because there's not much to this. All right, again, they gave us the hypotenuse. You have to divide by root 2. Well, look at this one. If you got 4 root 2 and you got to divide it by root 2, what's going to happen? They cancel out, so it's just 4 and 4. All right, let's keep going. All right, so you aren't going to miss any of these. Y'all might miss some of the 30, 60, 90, but y'all aren't going to miss these. All right, this time they give us a leg. Well, I know my legs are always equal, so they both have to be root 2. Now, how do I find the hypotenuse? Look at the formula. Whatever you have, you times it by root 2. So in our calculator, y'all got to do root 2 times root 2. If I work it out by hand, that equals root 4, which is 2. So that one was a little different.
Are you going to give us these formulas?
Oh, yeah. You just got to know how to look at it and work it. Now, they don't give you the formula, I don't think, on the SAT, and that's why we're doing this, because this is on the SAT. All right, so that was 5. Let's go to 6. Got 36. What's the shortcut? If I want to divide it by root 2, somebody give me a shortcut. Divide by 2, which is 18. So it's 18 root 2, 18 root 2. Once you get used to that shortcut, it's a lot faster. All right, and let's try 7. Maybe 7 has enough information we can do it. Have you already tried 7? Is it pretty easy?
Yes, sir.
Find the length of a diagonal of a square. All right, so it's like we got a square like that. They want you to find the diagonal if all the sides are 12. So this is 12, this is 12, this is 12, and this is 12. So this is clearly a 45, 45, 90 situation because the legs are the same. How do we find the hypotenuse? Just look at it. It should be 12 root 2. All right, and is 8 just as easy? All right, let's do 8. All right, 8 says find the length of the side of a square if the diagonal is 8. So now we got to go backwards. So we got to divide by root 2. Just do your shortcut. So that's 4 root 2 and 4 root 2. All right. They were good.